I have him ranked higher than Lamar. I feel like
Really?
Lamar just presents a risk with his running. You know what I'm saying?
What's up, Fackers? We are back with our Fantasy and Chill 101, counting down the top 101 fantasy football players for the 2020 season. Number 29 on our countdown is quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes. He is our second ranked quarterback. Last year, he finished as quarterback number 6. He threw for 4,031 yards, 26 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions to go along with 43 carries, 218 yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns. He scored 305.04 fantasy points, an average of 21.8 points per game. All right, so remember last year he had the little knee issue against the Broncos, ended up missing 3 games. All right, so that's why his numbers are a little bit down compared to what he did the year before. But in the 13 full games that he played, he was quarterback number 3. So still very good last year in the games he did play. And I was trying to come up with things, I always try to get a few points in here, but like, what are you going to say about Mahomes? He just
Yeah.
signed the richest deal in American sports history. He's going to make $500 million over the next or the course of this contract. He's the best QB in the league. I don't think there's really any arguing that. And he has elite weapons: Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, everything you could want in a great fantasy quarterback.
Like, I mean, I didn't even realize his stats. Like, looking at them last year, like 300, 400, 300, 300, 300, almost 500 passing yards. Like, this guy goes out there and he's doing like Tennessee, who shut down people in the playoffs, shut down Lamar Jackson, the Baltimore offense. Versus Tennessee, he threw it 36 of 50, 446 yards, 3 touchdowns. Like, there's really no matchup that you're never going to play him. The only the only problem is he's going in the second round.
That's
And
the
Yeah.
uh, the great Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson for this year debate is, where do you draft them? We're
am
not
I
discussing whether or not they're good fantasy quarterbacks, as obviously they're just very elite fantasy players. It's just, where do you take them?
exactly? And I mean, with all that being said, last year he only missed 2 games. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I guess you can count the Denver game because he did get taken
Yeah,
out.
that one he missed most of it.
But yeah, I mean, he was 10 of 11 for 75 yards and a touchdown, which is, I mean, hey, whatever. Fuck it. At least he didn't get you his goose egg. But I have him ranked higher than Lamar. I feel like
Really?
Lamar just presents a risk with his running. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do understand Mahomes got hurt last year, but
Yeah,
I
I was gonna
mean,
say,
like
one
we
of these
said,
quarterbacks
he
has
only
gotten
missed
hurt.
3 games. I know, but he only missed 3 games, and I just feel like with
Like
all those
they're
weapons there, dude, Tyreek, Kelsey. I mean, they just drafted Edwards-Helaire, which should be a force out of the backfield with all the little dump offs. I mean, I don't know. I
they're
just
spoiler alert, they're back to back for me, so you know who our next guy is. And like, am I gonna be like, yeah, I actually think Mahomes probably does finish ahead of him this year, just because something I'll say about Lamar when we get to that video. But the same reason why you're kind of against Lamar, you're saying he has the rushing, he's gonna get hurt. I mean, you have to have Lamar first just based on the rushing floor.
that's
Like,
true.
1,200
Yeah.
rushing yards last year. That's ridiculous. He has such a higher starting point than any other quarterback. Now, Patrick Mahomes still ran for over 200 yards and a couple touchdowns last year, which is actually pretty decent for a quarterback, but it doesn't compare to the floor that Lamar has.
Okay, I hear what you're saying, but the weapons is like, okay, so Lamar has his feet, right? But his best wide receiver is Marquise Brown, who's been in the league 1 year. I mean, he does have Mark Andrews, a very solid tight end, but like again, he's only done it 1 year. Mahomes has Kelsey, arguably, I mean, the number one tight end for the last 4 or 5 years. Tyreek Hill can, I mean, the dude is obviously the fastest guy in the league, can just go off at any time. And then you have Watkins, Hardman, Damian Williams, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Like, I just feel like, I mean, I do understand Lamar has Mark Ingram and a few other guys there, but Mahomes has more weapons, and then Lamar has his feet. But if
That's what
Mahomes or
it is.
Lamar is
Yeah.
sitting there in the third round, I'm taking one of them.
That's what it
But
is. It's Lamar has the rushing floor, the highest rushing floor, but I mean, it's pretty clear that Mahomes has the highest passing floor. Like a bad game for Mahomes is 250 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yes, and
Like,
Andy Reid has a proven track record with very good he turned Alex Smith into freaking Tom or Aaron Rodgers, I guess, for a few years. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Can I change
I
up
just
this video real quick?
go ahead.
Because we're talking like why are we talking about how good Mahomes is? Like you were saying, we already know Mahomes is good. We should be talking about where
Okay.
we would take him in the draft.
Okay. So realistically, if I have a 10th pick or something, 8th or ninth or 10th, I'm not going to get Mahomes because there's other guys I value there that are higher than what I would value him at, and I'll wait on a quarterback. If they're
I'll tell
available in the
you,
third round, I will take them, but they're not. I feel like both of them are gone in the second round.
the exact number he starts to become an option for me is pick 14 or 15 on. I'm looking at my numbers, my
Really,
rankings.
really,
I'm
killer.
saying it becomes like something where I think about
Yeah.
anything before then. Not it. Like I'm not thinking at all. If I get to pick 15, I'm having to decide between guys like Mahomes and Lamar Jackson, and I'm the people I'm looking at still on the board are like Aaron Jones, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, Kenny
Yeah.
Golladay. Like I'm thinking about
Mhm.
everyone before that though. You have to take one of those running backs or receivers. I think 15. Now that's still super early for a quarterback, something I've never done in the past. But I think you can make a legitimate argument starting at about 15 to where it's safe to take him.
Yeah. And I mean, I've seen people, even last year in a few leagues, I saw people go 10, 11, Tyreek Hill, Mahomes, and they both got hurt. So you got fucked. But
And you're
that's like
putting
that lottery ticket where if it hits, you're fucking winning big,
Yeah.
buddy. But
Well,
I just,
so if those that are watching didn't already see our 20-team league, we actually did take Patrick Mahomes as our second pick. And what number was that?
that's 28, 20-team
28.
yeah,
league.
I
Okay, yeah.
felt like we had to take him there.
Yeah, so 28, like to talk about that, we did countless mock drafts from our 12th position in a 20-team league, and he never once made it all to 28 for us to even think about. So when he fell to 28, it was kind of like we had to take him.
Okay, now if you are listening right now, Keller has a great rule about if you do go quarterback early, you cannot afford to go tight end early also.
What if it's Kelsey
Now, the
though?
winner of our league did it last year, yes. But it,
You're setting
if
yourself
it's
so
Kelsey's
far
not going to be there.
behind.
Hold on, let's just get that out of the way. There's no way you can get Kelsey
That's what we
Mahomes.
thought
If
about
there is a way
Mahomes.
where you can get them, hold on. If you can get them in the second and third round, you fucking do it, okay? And then you hang your nuts out there. And if they get chopped off, they get chopped off. But you know what? You fucking took a risk.
Time and time again, we've seen it happen where, well, I mean, you're talking about my
But
rules. I've never taken a quarterback or tight end early ever.
Kelsey's
So
not a
I'm the
tight
fact
end
that I'm
though.
even considering taking a quarterback shows how valuable and good Mahomes and Lamar are. But
Yes.
yeah, if you take quarterback and tight end in two of your first three or four picks, man, you are setting
You're
yourself
so
so
far
far behind,
behind.
and you
But
better draft perfectly in rounds
Yes.
5, 6,
You
and
better
7.
hit on your running
look,
backs.
no, if I take Kelsey and I insert him as a wide receiver and just put the wide receiver tag on him, you'd be perfectly fine with doing that.
No, because then you're having to start an even further down wide receiver.
Yeah. It's all about the replacement that you're going to have to be putting in there.
I understand that Kelsey and Kittle put up wide receiver, borderline wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2 numbers. That's not what I'm saying, but I'm saying is if you do take one of those at tight end,
Yeah.
that
Who
means you're
you
now
would
starting
get.
like a wide receiver 4.
But we've
Exactly.
already said how deep wide receivers are.
They
We
are,
say
but
that
you
every
have
year,
to
though.
hit
No, we
on
say
them.
that every year. Yes, you have to hit on them. Not
That's
everyone
every
is a savant
position.
like myself and able to just
Okay.
pull out a Godwin out of
I
their
got
ass,
Chris
Not
okay?
Godwin.
everyone is a savant like Britt and able to draft James Conner, Juju, Damian Williams in your first 3 picks.
And then hit on Aaron Jones, Godwin, Robert Woods, and Ridley, okay? Look, I was a back end draft guy.
Okay, real quick about Mahomes too. I just want to say something that could potentially, be a negative for him. Maybe he starts slipping into that, Tom Brady kind of role where he just kind of coasts through the regular season
I'm
games to
about
prepare
to
for the postseason.
disconnect from this. Like,
I
he's
can't
fucking
see
in
that
year
with that
3,
defense. I
in
can't see that with that
his 3rd
defense.
year.
He got $500 million, got a Super Bowl, got his MVP.
I
This is
know, but it's
red
the
button. I'm about to close this out. Like,
it's the
it's
coaching for me
ridiculous.
though. Andy Reid versus Bill Belichick. Like Bill Belichick is more of a strategizing game plan. We're gonna do this. We're gonna run the ball this game. Andy Reid's gonna be like, Patrick, it's your fucking team. Let's go, Patty Ice, baby. Or what's his nickname? Do we know?
Kermit.
Permit.
Hey, look, Kermit,
Plus
yeah, that's right. Now, if you are all in on the Chiefs, okay, you just got a raging hard on for the Chiefs and you're looking to fuck someone, you go Tyreek Mahomes on the turn if you do have a late pick, and then you can earn, and then you can get Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Or like, I
Too
mean,
much.
like Matt was saying, if you get Kelsey too.
Too much.
if you could have all four of them, you will have some amazing weeks, though.
You're getting all the touchdowns. All right. Go ahead.
Good here. Mahomes, I mean, like we said, best court. If we're just talking NFL court, he's the best quarterback in the league, possibly the best fantasy quarterback. But Patrick Mahomes is our second ranked quarterback, number 29 overall. We out.
Yeah.
We out?